All right, it's loading. Why the hell ain't start yet?
Oh, it says it's live.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. This is a recap on the Celtic game. We had connection issues earlier. Um, okay. So, what do you see differently these last two games with the Celtics since Rob came back from injury?
Honestly, I think Rob is the difference. I mean, we've talked about all the problems with the Celtics have been their rebounding and their struggle to, just continue to play with energy. Robert Williams kind of fills that hole completely, and that's kind of when the Celtics are at their best. And Robert Williams just makes them a complete team.
Definitely. So going to the playoffs, um, should we start Robert Williams or should we still have him come off the bench and we should still have Derek White start and leave Al at the five? What do you think we should do? I'm already knowing that we're not gonna start Rob right away because he just came back from injury. He missed a couple. He missed like a how long he was out?
I
He
don't
haven't played
remember.
since.
Yeah.
It was a cool minute. Yeah. Because I know he missed longer than a month. But yeah, though, like I was saying, though, man. I think ain't Derek White the only guard in the league that averaged a block a game or something like that or more?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, he's just been crazy. And honestly, I hate to say it because they were so successful with Rob as a starter last year. I think they should continue doing what they're doing. Derek
Right.
White has been arguably like the third best player on this team for a long time now. So you could arguably say that Derek White's been one of the best players on this team for a minute. Ever since he had that hot streak, I can't even remember when that was. Whenever that was, ever
Yeah.
since he had that hot streak, he's been huge for the Celtics, and he's been one of the only really kind of consistent bright spots that we've seen, like all season long. So honestly, I'm kind of okay with whatever they want to do. I'm good either way. I could see them rolling with Derek White because Joe Mazzulla seems to be one of those people that if he finds something, he'll probably keep it for as long as it works. So, but you never know.
Right. Right.
Just as long
Right.
as Rob
Okay.
ends the
Yeah.
game, I think that's all that matters.
The reason why I don't want Brogdon. Well, I know I don't want to get off topic, but I do want Brogdon to start, but it's like I don't because if we don't have if we have Brogdon start, who the hell is going to lead our bench? Because Brogdon, not only he got the chemistry with the bench, he got chemistry with the starting lineup. So Brogdon, he can play with the starter and the bench. I don't think Marcus Smart would mesh well with the bench. You feel me? Because he used to being the starter and he used to playing with JT and Al Horford and all of them and Brown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they wouldn't.
So
They wouldn't
I don't know how. I don't think Marcus
Smart.
Smart's going to play the same if he does come out the bench.
They wouldn't bench Smart.
You said they wouldn't bench him?
No way. I mean, I bet there's a lot of stuff, but there's no way that they're going to bench Marcus Smart. I just don't see it.
The little double tag. What I was going to say. I don't know. Hey, what do you think about Jaylen Brown being inconsistent on defense all year? Because I watched Jaylen Brown grew as a player. He went from a premier lockdown. He always been a great dunker. He was a two-way slashing. You know what I'm talking about. he was a two-way slasher. He developed the mid-range. Then he developed the three. He developed the ball handler. Now, like it's like, damn, bro. It's like Jaylen. Like I'm gonna be honest. We technically got 2 top 10 players on our team. If you want to be real, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
It's just that Tatum, ever since the All-Star break, he been inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? And we've been trying to find ways to get him out of that slump. You know what I mean? I did hear on your show that he did the hip injury. I forgot to mention that. That was on Gobert, right? That dunk.
Yeah, that was that dunk on Gobert with the hip injury because
that had nothing to do with that
questionable
though.
to play on
his wrist. Yeah, I was trying to see about his wrist. That was against Indiana. I thought it was against Toronto, but that was Marcus Smart and Rob injury. I didn't watch that game. I watched the highlights. Yeah. What do you think? Why do you think Tatum been struggling so bad from the field from the three? Like, why do you think he been struggling so bad from the three? It's not that he been struggling from the field. He just been struggling from the 3-point line, and he'll go cold and then he'll go quiet. You know.
Yeah, I mean, for a while, I think his problem was that he was just settling for too many threes, and he was starting to take way too many threes. Like, there was a game where he took like 17 3-pointers for kind of no reason. Like, I mean, I know Tatum, he likes shooting the three, and at times when he's hot, he's, insane from three, but that doesn't happen as consistently as you want.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I just think he was taking way too many threes at the time. Over the last couple games, the reason why he's been so successful is that he's been able to attack the paint. So if he can continue to attack the paint and then kind of, because I was watching like some of like his old highlights, like from older games, especially during like last season, the way that he would play is that when he was at his best, he was driving to the rim, he was getting to the rim, and then shooting the three if they were going to leave him open. Like, that's what he ended up doing, and I think that was the best thing for him.
You can hear me? Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me, Ian?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
It's like the service bug on my car. Yeah, it's like it was lagging because I had what notch on my thing. All right, let's go in here real quick. But yeah, what about that game when he shot 23? Was that against Utah or that was against Houston? Remember he went like 3 for 20 from the 3-point line? That was disgusting.
Yeah, when he misses from three and he just keeps chucking them up there, it's rough to watch. It's rough to watch.
It's like when Tatum make 1-3, he gets too trigger happy and the paint wide open. It's like game against the Knicks. John Hart, shit is they're not that good. Like, okay, cool. That was Jim Branson. How the hell? Come on. I don't want to do because he's old. Like, I hope this passes and he's carrying us. You really like points or maybe 17 points. You know what I mean? So Al Horford is having a great year. He's second or third in 3-point percentage made, and then Brogdon is first.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like but yeah, though, I like to see I like to see Al at the 4. I don't mind. I don't want to see him play the 5. Like, you know what I'm saying, lay down game is gonna need him to score. You know what I mean? And he could play defense, and you know what I'm saying, and he could space the floor out, and then you know what I'm saying. It's like we need a legit backup center. You feel me? Because it's always hurt. Cornet is not legit. Blake Griffin not legit. Now I do, but Griffin when he get in the game, he a lot of he be getting a lot of effort. I know it don't start showing on that sheet, but Blake Griffin he be getting rebounds now. He said rings. You know what I'm saying? And Blake Griffin used to be a superstar, so he know what's it like, even though his prime ended short. So, you know what I'm saying? Blake Griffin, he's good for the locker room. You know what I mean? And the ability that Blake Griffin got, that he could switch on 5s, he could switch on 4s, and he could draw charges. You know what I'm saying? So that helped. That's why we didn't sign Carmelo Anthony, because Carmelo Anthony, he haven't been a superstar since 2012. He got a lot slower. He can't defend a damn thing. If Carmelo don't make a 3, then what is he out there for? You know what I'm saying? So it's like Blake Griffin are used. You know what I mean? And Blake can hit the 3 sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So he's an average 3-point shooter.
Definitely.
What do you think about Blake in our center position?
I love Blake, and I agree with you. I wish the Celtics got a backup big at the trade deadline. I mean, Muscala was okay, but he's not a real backup center. I mean, I wanted a guy like Naz Reid in Minnesota. I thought that would be good, but it just didn't end up happening. But I love Blake Griffin's energy, and I love what he does for the team.
Yeah,
I think he's just been a great, he's been a great add to this team ever since he started. So I couldn't be any happier with Blake. I know he's like up there in age too, so we can't expect everything from him. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way he's playing.
When I seen Blake, I was so happy. Because I'm like, why he don't dunk the ball? You know what I mean? Blake just laid the ball to the slow. Like, Blake, that's not you. No, you're athletic. Because remember, Blake was playing so bad that Minnesota, Detroit had to cut him. And then when he went to the Nets, he was. So it's like, he got what he wanted. This money got to show King Kyrie. You know what I mean? Because people was like, man, Blake Griffin can't dunk no more. Because I'm like, how the hell? Like, why he didn't just ask for a buyout? But I guess he didn't want to forfeit that money.
Yeah.
Because he had like 2 years left in his deal or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think.
But anywho, yeah. What do you think about Indiana? They went 4 for 26 from the three. I think that's 13% or something like that. And we shot 42 or 43% from the 3-point line. So what do you think about that?
Hey, I mean that's what happens sometimes when you live and die by the three. The Celtics have had games where they've shot terrible like that this season, and they've lost the game because of it. It was just Indiana's turn to miss a whole bunch of threes. And we've seen the Celtics at their best when they're hitting all their threes like they were last night. So, I mean, that's kind of what it is when you rely on the three-point shot as your main kind of source of offense. But even without the three-point shot, the Celtics were getting so many open looks just because they were attacking the paint and they were moving the ball. And that's pretty much what their entire offense, like the best thing about their offense is.
Right. What I was going to say, every time I see Aaron Nesmith play defense and score, I get really pissed because I'm like, dude, it was our last lottery. Why you didn't do that with us? You playing amazing defense. You're setting good screens. You're getting a lot of rebounds. You hitting shots. It's like, what the hell? Because it's like, when he was in college, he had a nice jump shot. He was one of the best shooters. And it's like, Brad Stevens playing him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brad Stevens was playing about 12 minutes? How many minutes he played? Because I know he didn't play a lot of minutes. Project piece.
Yeah, I know.
But
yeah, definitely.
In the game, like he played like a kid with his head cut off, and it's like he didn't know what the hell he was doing. And it's like, how many years would he? He was with it for like 3 years or 2?
I think it was 3 years. Yeah, it had to be like 3 or 4 years. It had to be like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Because I think
was he drafted
actually he came in. Yeah, he came in with Peyton Pritchard. He came in with Peyton Pritchard. Yeah.
Oh, that was in the same draft class. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Because I know he was there last year. Because we traded him and Tice for Brogdon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But no, I ain't gonna lie. I like how Aaron Nesmith playing. Though I just wish, like, damn, bro, he could have been Tatum. He could have been our legit backup. He could have been our 6th man. Like, imagine Nesmith playing like that for us. How would you think that would help us?
I mean, I wish Aaron Nesmith would have worked out with the Celtics because he had a lot of tools. Like, I mean, he was drafted as a 3-point shooter because he shot like 50% from the field in college or something like that, like 50% from 3 in college. But I don't know. His problem was he could just never get any consistent minutes. And like the Celtics had like so many people that were trying to get minutes that like if he didn't like immediately go off, he wasn't going to play again for a while. So, I mean, I'm happy that he's succeeding elsewhere because, you know, he kind of deserves it just because he didn't get a whole lot of minutes in Boston. But I think it would be nice for him to do what he's doing now with Boston, though, because it would have made the bench even scarier.
He couldn't handle the pressure. That's what it was, man. He couldn't handle the pressure that he was on the best franchise in basketball, man. You feel me?
So I don't know about that one, but I mean, it was just tough. It was tough sometimes.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, I was screaming like why we didn't get Jakob Poeltl. You know what I'm saying? Then I seen on Celtics Insider the details, basically because they offered a 1st-round pick. You get what I'm saying? And I guess they didn't want Gallinari back or whatever. So I'm like, damn, bro, you feel me? And then it's like, you know who Jared Vanderbilt is, right?
Yeah.
You know how the Lakers basically got him for a bag of peanuts and a Tupac CD, right? I mean the Jazz. I mean the Jazz basically got a bag of peanuts and a Tupac CD. You feel me? But when teams wanted Vanderbilt, the Jazz was asking for 2 or 3 first round pick or something like that. It was something ridiculous. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure Brad wouldn't mind giving up 1 first round pick for him because we did it for Derek White, we did it for Al Horford, and who else? Brandon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, because I'm pretty sure any team would have. Yeah, we gonna be in the playoffs, but forget that first round pick. We don't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
No, exactly.
but then it's like I feel like that the league, see the shit rigged, bro. Like Big Tone told me, he said they're gonna rig it for the Lakers getting the playoffs. Because how the hell they mysteriously got all these trades and they be trying to trade Westbrook since last year, right? But then why would they trade for Westbrook and then buy him out? You get what I'm saying? Like it didn't make no sense. Like they basically the Minnesota Lakers, like they got all the Minnesota players, and then Danny Ainge, he can't stand the Lakers. Why would he want to make that deal? And I feel like that Adam Silver, and Cuz Sports had a hand in all those trades the Lakers got. Mo Bamba for Patrick Beverly, Kendrick Nunn for fucking Rui Hachimura, Russell Westbrook for D'Angelo Russell and Malik Beasley and Vanderbilt, and the pick might not be Utah, so it can go back to the Lakers if the Lakers don't pick. It's top 4 protected, so Lakers pick outside the top 4, it will go back to the Lakers in 2027. So it's like it's not even a guarantee that it will be Utah pick, and Minnesota just get a washed up Mike Conley. So it's stupid.
Yeah.
The only winners I see is the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of tough. I mean, I
know they didn't want to pay D'Lo, but it's hella stupid though. Like what the hell?
No, exactly. Like I didn't understand how they were able to like pull that trade off. I mean, I think the Jazz, they were still thinking they might have been tanking because that's the only thing I can think of as to why you would take Russell.
But they won a lot of games though. It don't make no sense.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Like you saying that. They take it. How do you take? They won almost 40 games.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe it is rigged. Maybe they just want to see LeBron in the playoffs. I mean,
any Celtic that knows Danny Ainge hate the Lakers. You know how many times the Lakers do us bullshit trades and Danny Ainge hung the phone up in their face? Oh no. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Danny Ainge is a Celtic at heart. A lot of people don't know that Danny Ainge was in the NBA. He was a Celtic. You know what I'm saying? So Danny Ainge won championships with the Celtics. He played with Larry Bird. He played with Robert Parrish and all of them. You get what I'm saying? So he know the game. You know what I'm saying? So what do you call those people? Player GMs? Or whatever? Or
I think so. It's something like that.
It's Pat Riley the same thing too. You know what I mean? But I said Danny Ainge didn't coach though. That's the only difference. But yeah though, man, Danny Ainge been around the league for a heck of long. So it's like that's the first time Danny Ainge got swindled out of a deal. And Danny Ainge is thinking, because I'm like, okay, Danny Ainge got 11 first round picks this offseason, right? So let's just see what he's going to do. Do he want to go to the playoffs or do he want to tank? He can't tank. He already won over 30 games. You know what I'm saying? So they beat some really good teams.
Yeah. Definitely.
They got a lot of talent. Walker Kessler is having a better year than Rudy Gobert. Walker Kessler lead the league in blocks, and he's one of the league leaders in rebounders. Minnesota is an idiot because I think Walker Kessler won a defensive team in college or something like that, or I think I forgot what the stat was, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Jazz have been kind of surprising because I think they wanted to tank, and I think they wanted to get rid of guys. And I don't know. I don't know Vanderbilt's contract. Maybe they just wanted to trade him because he was new, like free agent at the end of the year. I don't know. But I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't get it. I don't understand the trade. It must have worked for something for them. I don't even remember what the Jazz even got in that trade outside of Westbrook. So I don't know. I didn't really understand the trade.
Marcus Anderson and Damon Jones. They waived Westbrook, but they didn't waive Damon Jones or Toscano Anderson. 2 DNPs. Crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you can't tell me that, bro, nobody on the Jazz is not better than Westbrook. If they really want to go to the playoffs, Westbrook for surely could have got him like maybe 6 to 8 seed. I'm being honest.
Yeah, but he probably didn't want to be in Utah.
Even though he took a step back, he still could play. You said what?
I said he probably didn't want to be in Utah, though. He doesn't really have a big, good track record there.
a lot of people thought Westbrook wasn't gonna have no offers. Nah, bro. The problem is just a contract. You get what I'm saying? And everybody knew
Yeah.
it was a bad fit. You know what I'm saying? And he's not top 75 for no reason. You get what I'm saying? So I don't like how people trying to downplay Westbrook's career just because he had an up and down year with the Lakers. But this year he really had a good year with the Lakers. He just had a few bad games here and there and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? But Westbrook is like Russell Westbrook is better than Chris Paul right now. Chris Paul is just a better shooter because I don't know what the hell is going on. Chris Paul, he been playing like shit.
I mean, he's also
Don't
like
get me wrong.
80 years
He's
old.
still a great playmaker, but Russell Westbrook is still hella quick, hella shifty. Like Chris Paul got slower, and it's like when you're on the floor, it's like the offense is slower. They stagnate, and it's like when Campaign is on the floor or Damian Jones, it's like the offense run faster. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So
I mean,
they go off at his pace.
yeah, I mean, Chris Paul's also like 80 years old though, so like, I mean, I'm not gonna be that hard on him because like, I mean, he's still playing at a pretty good level for being like 37 right now. So, I mean, you can't really like hate on him that much. But at the same time, I do kind of think Westbrook kind of got overhated by the end of his Lakers tenure because the problem with that is that even when Westbrook was playing well on the bench, anytime the Lakers lost, it still fell on Westbrook, even if he had a good game. Because he had a couple good games with the Lakers. But I don't know. It's just the pressure with playing with LeBron, too, because you've seen players. Like, I remember in like 2016, they signed like Darren Williams, and he had like 0 points anytime he touched the floor. So,
bro, Darren Williams was starting on the Mavericks, and he went to Cleveland and didn't get no burn.
Exactly. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, that shit is crazy. Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose.
D-Wade.
Isaiah Thomas. When Isaiah Thomas was on the Cavs.
Bro, everybody knew. The crazy part about it is they scapegoated him, but he wasn't even healthy. All he wanted was to get paid, and I don't know who told his ass to rush back or whatever. What Celtics should have did was Celtics should have paid him and then trade him. Then it would have made sense. He would have been straight. The only problem is that he rushed that not hamstring. He had one hip injury. I'm getting a mix up with Kevon Looney. He had that hip injury. You know what I'm saying? He lost his sister and all the other stuff. That is fucked up on how they traded him and shit like that, and how they promised him a lot of shit or whatever, because they can't take it too long to pay him or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So he been winning that extension, and I'm not gonna lie though, Isaiah Thomas, he should have took his. You know what's so crazy? He took as much time off as he wanted to when he was on Denver, right? But then when he was on the who he went to after the Cleveland, he went to the Lakers. The Lakers, he was playing a lot. You feel me? But it's like, damn, salute BJ. It's like, damn, bro, like, fuck, like, damn, like, what was his problem? Because when he was when the year after the Nuggets, he went to Washington. He was starting. He was on there with Beal. He was on there with Hachimura. What's that center name? They didn't have Crystal. They had somebody else. Yeah, bro, like, he was doing good, and then he got traded to the Clippers, and he got cut. Next thing you know, he can't even get on the freaking NBA team. So you can't tell me that is 9 other guys better than Isaiah Thomas. Like, Isaiah Thomas is good enough to make a 9-man rotation. Yeah, I know he's short. I know he's defensive liability, but half of this league can't play fucking defense at all. You get what I'm saying? So don't use that height shit against him. You get what I'm saying? He's an elite 3-point shooter. He's an elite mid-range shooter. He could dribble. He could play make. He's just not a good defender. A lot of these cats can't play defense. So why are y'all blackballing Isaiah Thomas? He's still good. Like, after all of this shit he went through, like, why y'all can't respect him? Why y'all can't give him a 10-day contract? Why can't you just sign to your G League until he's ready? You get what I'm saying? At least sign to your G League team and then bring him up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You see he be dominating on the other leagues. He just don't get minutes like that. When he was in the Hornets, I like that how he signed him for the rest of the season, right? But he didn't even get minutes. I don't think he played over 20 minutes. I think he played about under 18 minutes. That's fucking ridiculous. Like that's ridiculous. And he was their best bench player. They didn't really have nobody because Terry Rozier started. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was Mikael,
LaMelo.
Mikael Bridges. What's his name? Mikael, or what's the other one that went to jail?
Miles, yeah.
Miles Bridges. Yeah. It was his contract year.
Definitely.
You know
And I think I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, once Isaiah Thomas like started missing his shots, like even when he was on the 10-day contract stuff, I think that's when people were like, all right, maybe he's not the same guy anymore. But like, it does kind of suck that what happened to Isaiah Thomas, because he was one of my favorite players to watch on the Celtics, because he was one of the guys that got me into basketball. Because like he was
Really?
just 5'9". He was one of them. Yeah, I used to watch basketball a lot when I was younger, but I didn't really I didn't care that much. Like I didn't follow the players or follow the teams. Like I would watch it from time to time, but it wasn't like a huge thing. But then when Isaiah Thomas started going off and he was like 5'9" and he was, just torching everybody, then it kind of got me back into basketball, and it was kind of nuts watching him. Like he was insane when it came to that stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It sucks. I mean, he's on NBA TV now. I don't know. He was on NBA TV.
Yeah, I seen it last night, and then I seen that he's fifth all time on the Celtics in career 3 made in a single season. That's impressive.
That's crazy.
And he was only
He played. And he only
3.5
played like
years,
2
right?
years. Yeah, he only played like 2
That's
years or something like that.
Bro, that's impressive, bro. You know how long that take? He's in there with elite company.
It's crazy. Hey, that means we'll never forget.
If he at least had 5 more good, if he at least had 4, if he had at least had 8 or 9 prime years, he would for sure would have been Hall of Fame.
For sure.
But nobody want to give him the opportunity, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard because
Tracy McGrady, he didn't have that many long prime years, and he got in Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, you
I'm not saying he better
center
than
your whole
McGrady,
team around Isaiah Thomas, though.
You said what?
That's the thing. Like, you got to center your whole team around Isaiah Thomas, because it's just his height. His height is just too much to overcome sometimes. Like what the Celtics did, and why he was so good with the Celtics, is that the Celtics built their team around him. And
right, that was smart.
There wasn't any other team that was going to build their entire team around him, which kind of sucks. But I don't know. There's nothing you can do sometimes with that.
It's his height. There are no more point guards shorter than 6 foot. If this was early 2010 or before, it would have been different. And there is a huge pool of point guards to choose from. Oh yeah, you do got a point, BJ. You see what BJ said?
Yeah, I saw that. That was definitely. Yeah, I mean that's not a lie. I mean, if it was early 2010s and Isaiah Thomas was still in the league,
you think he would have still been in the league?
Prime, oh yeah, for sure, he would have been in the league, and he probably would have retired somewhat recently. So he probably still would have had a lot more time left. I think. He would have had a consistent spot though, no matter what. I feel like earlier in the 2010s. If he was still around, if he was still playing pretty good, I think he would still get a consistent spot.
Because a lot of these dudes I see on the floor is freaking garbage.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of guys, but I mean, I'm not gonna say they're really all that garbage, because I mean they're in the NBA, but
yeah.
I mean it's still one of those things where it's like, I don't know, you still think sometimes there could be other guys that could play at somewhat of that same level, but I don't know. You never know.
Yeah. What I was gonna say. Okay. No, I just damn, I don't know, man. I just want he was one of my favorite point guards, and he was very exciting to watch or whatever. You know, the Boston fans love him, the crowd love him. He knows how to put on the show. He's a high IQ player. Damn, bro, fuck, everything. Damn, it's everything fell in his face that season. His sister died. You know what I'm saying? He played he was playing with that little hip injury. He wasn't even healthy. That's messed up. How Danny Ainge all them promised him. I mean, he said the organization. The organization promised him a lot of shit. If he played, they would have paid him, but they didn't stick with their word. They just wanted him to play because they wanted him to win so badly. He wasn't even right. He said I ain't gonna lie. That's my sister. I love her. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even going to play. I wasn't even thinking about basketball. You know what I mean? My mind was somewhere else, but they said they needed me. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And then the organization, they said they was going to pay me if I was to play, if I was to finish the playoff. Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we end up playing the Cavaliers, and we end up losing to the Kyrie and on 5-1. Like it, that shit was disgusting, man. Remember, did we have Tyler Zeller still or no? Because I know we had Jay Crowder, Olynyk. Who was on our team?
Crowder, Olynyk, Jerebko
Brown was a rookie.
Horford was on that team. Smart was on that team.
We still had Avery Bradley, right? Or he was traded.
Yeah, Avery Bradley was still there. Tyler Zeller was still there.
Oh, we had Horford still, huh?
Yeah,
I keep thinking we signed Horford like the year we had Gordon Hayward. I keep thinking that.
Yeah, we signed Horford before Hayward. Yeah.
You know what's so crazy? I remember KD brought up a story. We were supposed to get KD and Al Horford. Because KD said his top two was Warriors in Boston.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. Could you imagine if we actually had KD and then I don't know if we eventually.
Do you think we would draft Tatum still?
I don't know. I mean, if the Nets were still bad,
we had the number one overall pick, and we traded down to Philly.
I don't know. I don't know. We probably.
Cause I'm like, how the hell did the number one overall? I ain't gonna lie. I wanted Josh Jackson, or I just didn't want Markel Fultz. I said I don't want another point guard. I like IT. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I said I just want to wing. I don't watch college basketball, Ian. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't watch it, bro. Yeah, but then when I seen Tatum, I said, who the hell is this dude? I looked at his highlights. I said, oh, this dude can play.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just hope. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, maybe he's gonna be 6 man. Maybe we're going to put him at the 3. Maybe we're going to put Gordon Hayward at the 4. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but if Gordon Hayward never got hurt, then Tatum would have never had a chance of playing because Tatum was a 6 man. He wasn't even starting in his
he wasn't starting, huh?
No, he didn't start that first game. The game that Hayward got hurt, like the one where he got like the bad injury against Cleveland. Like if Hayward didn't get hurt, Tatum wouldn't have even had a chance to start and play consistent minutes. So who knows what would have happened?
Right. You know what's so crazy? Like people kept talking about, oh, y'all talk about all these Eastern Conference Finals and stuff like that, but y'all be losing, blah blah blah. LeBron run, y'all. I hate how these brainiacs say that, but they want to put context in that. 2018, LeBron. It was out of LeBron and KD was the best player in the world. I'm gonna be honest. It was out of those two, right?
Yeah.
So basically. You know what I'm saying? Like he still had J.R. Smith. He had Kevin Love. He had Tristan Thompson. He had Jordan Clarkson. Like he had Larry. He ain't had no bums. I hate when people say that, but those players are still in the league. You get what I'm saying? Except for Tristan Thompson and Korver. You feel me?
Yeah.
Korver was still a good shooter. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So they acted like we had a superstar on the court at the time. You get what I'm saying? Because what do you consider Al Horford? You consider him a star player?
I guess.
Or a role player? Like,
technically, but I don't know. I mean, right now I think he's a role player. I'm talking about
2018. 2018.
Was he an all-star in 2018? I don't even remember.
No, because with us, I think he made 1 or 2 all-stars, and he got a couple of defensive teams with us.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think he was. I don't know. He's probably the star.
He's not a superstar. I know that. But I'm saying, is it role player or star?
I think he was a star. I think he was.
Because I know he's an all-star caliber player, but like, yeah. So what do you consider him?
Call him the star.
Is he a 3? Is he a 4? Like, what is he?
I think he was the center at that point because we didn't have another center.
No. I'm talking about like, okay, look, Ian, this is what I'm saying. You know how LeBron is a superstar, Curry, Giannis, Embiid. I'm talking about like what level, like what tier, like they go superstar, star, 6 man, role player, bench player. Like what was he? Like,
I think he was a star.
So okay, got it. Okay, for sure. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So in 2018, let's rewind to that. So boom, we blew a 3-2 lead, as you know. You get what I'm saying? We were winning. We blew the second half. We wasn't playing any defense. It took LeBron James to drop 54 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And they were getting a lot of rebounds. Marcus Morris doing all that chitter-chatting. He was getting cooked on defense. I'm not gonna lie. Marcus Smart made a lot of bad shot selections. Tatum did his thing, but it's only so much Tatum could do. You know what I'm saying? Like Tatum gave LeBron. It's just that the rest of the team didn't come through. Al Horford was getting his ass whooped. Like Like, damn, bro. Like, why we
Yeah,
can't double team him? Nobody else wasn't doing nothing.
I remember the
Like, Brad pissed
I
me off.
remember
That's why
looking
I
at
wanted
that
him
game.
fired.
Yeah, I remember looking at that game, and I think one of the other reasons why they lost was because like Terry Rozier and Marcus Smart shot like 1 for like 30 or
I
like 1
forgot
for
about Scary
like
Terry.
40 in that game. That was a rough game. I'm not gonna lie. I remember.
And then also,
we
were injured. We was missing 3 starters. We was missing Daniel Tice, who was one of the best stretch bigs in the league. Like, a lot of people gonna say Daniel Tice. No. When we first got Daniel Tice, he was balling. We were in a lot of that switching defense with him and Al. He was balling. Daniel Tice, was he our 4 or 5? Because I remember
I think he was our
around.
center. Yeah, I think he was our center.
Okay, then Al was at the 4. Okay, got it. So we had Kyrie Irving was out, right? And Gordon Hayward, he got injured the first game, and Daniel Tice. That's 3 starters. If we would have had at least one of them or 2 of them, you think they would have went? You think it would have went to 7 in 2018?
I mean, I think it would have been. I feel like the Celtics would have won it if we had one of them. Like,
that's what I'm saying, man. Exactly. Like, imagine if Gordon Hayward never gotten hurt. If he never got hurt, he was coming off a great playoff season, and he finally got his All-Star because Gordon Hayward been an All-Star caliber player. He just never, you feel me? Because the West is so deep with wings and guards. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, damn, bro. What if Gordon Hayward never got hurt, man? Or if we had Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been great. I mean, we would have never seen Tatum become Tatum if Hayward never got hurt. But if the Celtics were fully healthy, it could have been crazy to see. Like, because Gordon Hayward was still that all-star guy. Kyrie was still crazy good. And then you would have had guys like Tatum, Brown, Rozier, all those guys coming off the bench. I mean, it would have been crazy.
Hey, Ian, you know who that is? I don't watch college basketball.
Your old college coach, Brian Felder. I don't remember his.
No, I'm saying, do you know who that is? Because I don't watch college basketball, so I don't know who that is.
Who am I talking? Who?
Oh, no. I'm talking about the coach name. I'm saying, do you know who that is?
Oh yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay. Sorry about that, BJ. I don't
watch college basketball.
We don't watch college basketball. We just watch NBA. I watch. Man, sorry about that, BJ. Now my boy BJ, he played overseas. He hooped in high school, and he played AU, and he played in college too. You feel me?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He a Clipper fan. You know what I mean? So he got a amazing podcast over there.
Yeah,
but
pick it up.
Yeah, but anyways, like I was saying though, man, that I thought next year, what do we do in 2019? What happened that year?
That was the year everything started falling apart because we had so many guys and everyone wanted to play and everyone wanted to get their stats and
Taylor. Oh, we lost to the we beat the Indiana.
We lost to the Bucks.
We played hella badly, like against the Pacers. I was so mad. Even though we sweep them or we beat them in 5? I was so mad, bro.
I know. Like, it was like the worst. It was like the worst feeling. I said, we're not gonna
get the Bucks playing like this. And then we lost the Bucks in 5 games. I was mad, bro. I say, damn, bro. I said, yeah, Kyrie Irving, you're not a true one. I'm sorry. I wanted to get Kyrie another chance. I said, okay, he missed this is his first playoff. Okay, let me give him a chance. And then I thought he was gonna resign with us. Nope, he backstabbed us and went to the Brooklyn Nets and stole KD from the Warriors. And then they went to the team up in the Nets. The plan was that KD wanted to play for the Knicks, right?
Yeah.
He was gonna go to the Warriors or the Knicks, right? And then Kyrie, he friends with Kyrie. Kyrie was like, come with me to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how they ended up in Brooklyn. And everybody knew KD was hurt, so he missed the bubble year, and then came out the next year.
Yeah.
And then they all got hurt. James Harden got that hamstring injury. I don't know if it was against us or I don't know if it was against Milwaukee. Kyrie got hurt game 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I went to 7. And then if it wasn't for KD, size 25 shoe, which, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that was a 3, but then they say he was, you feel me? Like he wasn't behind the line or something. That game was crazy though. When they played the Bucks though. But yeah though, the year the Bucks won the championship, imagine if we wasn't injured. How you think that would have turned out for us? And then they still had MVP level James Harden. Because James Harden, because he only played half a season for Brooklyn Nets. James Harden was an MVP candidate that year. I think he was top 5 that year. Ian, you still there? Ian.
There it is.
There he is. Hey, Ian, what happened, man? You froze.
I'm telling you, the Wi-Fi at my school is terrible. it's the worst. Like, I'll legitimately be like, I can't even take phone calls in my room because the Wi-Fi where I am is so bad. I gotta go out into the hallway.
Hey, so who do we play next?
I think we play San Antonio.
Okay. So we play. Do we have 2 days off, or we play tomorrow?
We play tomorrow.
Oh, okay. And what I was gonna say. So, who? My question to you is, who do you want the Celtics to avoid in the first round? Because it's most likely, it seems like it's gonna be Miami or Brooklyn, maybe New York, because Miami is creeping up. I think Miami got the 6th seed now because Brooklyn lost again to Cleveland.
Yeah.
And then Miami played Brooklyn today. So we're gonna have to move from Miami today.
Yeah. I wouldn't honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
And then Miami beat the Knicks too.
Miami.
So I don't know if Miami got a chance to be, because the Knicks won a lot of games. Miami got a lot of losses. So I don't know how far the Knicks, the Heat is from the 5th seed. Because Knicks is the 5th, Cavaliers is 4, right? And then Philly 3rd. They just lost to Golden State. And then Brooklyn is 7th. I don't know how they 7th. They lost a lot of games. Who's 8? Atlanta still or Chicago?
Atlanta. Yeah.
Salute, CW.
Yeah, Atlanta's still in 8th, I think. Here, I can pull it up.
So what would be our match? So if we slide, say if we slide to 3, right?
Yeah.
Will we play the 6th seed, right? How does that work?
Yeah, so if the Celtics go to 3rd place, they would be playing the 6th seed, and that means they would be playing Miami right now. If they're the 2nd seed, they'll play the winner of the 7 versus 8 game, which would be Brooklyn or Atlanta. And then if they're the 1st seed, they would play the winner of whoever wins the 10-9 game. So whoever wins Toronto versus Chicago versus whoever loses Brooklyn versus Atlanta. That's if the Celtics make the 1 seed.
Yeah. Because I know 2's play 7, 1 play 8, 4 and 5 play, and then you said 3 and 6 play together, right? 3 and 6 play, 2 and 7 play, 1 and 8 play, 4 and 5 play. Okay, got it.
Yeah, honestly,
okay.
I don't want to play Miami.
Hold on, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Oh, you're gone. But yeah.
Hey, can you hear me? Somebody tried to call me. All right, look. So Miami, they don't have scores like that. I'm not afraid of Miami. I just don't want to play them in the first round because I feel like Tatum's not gonna go to the rack. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie though. When we have Rob out there, it's a difference maker. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
And Jimmy Butler.
When he went to Miami, he did emerge as a superstar because a lot of people be like, "Oh, Jimmy be averaging 18 here." No, right now, no. Jimmy is a superstar because he proved it in Miami, right? I know he improved it in Chicago and all that stuff like that. He always been an all-star caliber player, but Jimmy Butler proved he could lead a team, so that's why I consider him as a superstar. You get what I'm saying? And then you know what's so crazy? Because I'm like, how Tatum not a superstar, but y'all call people like Damian Lillard and AD superstars. You get what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Imagine if Dame had LeBron. You know what I'm saying? And Rondo and all those Caruso and all of them. You feel me? Imagine if they had them. Because AD had Holiday before Giannis. Nobody want to talk about that. He had Holiday. So If AD can't win with Holiday, how Giannis won with Holiday?
I don't
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
I don't know. It's just
And
people.
he had Boogie. He had a prime DeMarcus Cousins. Because I know Boogie missed one playoff series. I know Boogie missed one playoff series.
Yeah,
That's
because
when
Boogie
that's
tore
when they
his
played
ACL.
the Warriors that year. But he played. That's him. Bro, they had a good team though, bro. But anywho, like I was saying, like I consider AD as AD is an elite defensive player, but to me, I consider him a star because he can't really lead a team. He's not a true number one option. He's more of a number two. You get what I'm saying? So I know he's been playing good the last what 2 games or whatever, but to me, he's not better than Jaylen Brown. He's not better than Tatum. You get what I'm saying? Because come on, bro. If Tatum was a top 10 player, what's wrong with me putting him as top 5? You feel me? So he better than Kawhi Leonard. He better than LeBron James. LeBron James is past his prime. I don't know why. That shouldn't be a question. So he better than DeMar DeRozan. Did I say Kawhi? Who has a small forward in the league? Michael Porter, Andrew Wiggins. He better than all of them. You know what I'm saying? He better than KD. So yeah. So my top 5 is Giannis, Curry, and Embiid. That's 3. Tatum is 4, and then my 5th is probably it's not Jokic. KD hurt, so I got to take him out.
Luka.
So I'm gonna say Luka. Yeah, I'm gonna say Luka. Yeah, definitely. Luka just got injured, but I can make an exception for him because he's not injury prone. But yeah, that's my top 5. Kawhi got to play more games and he got to be more consistent. Then I'll put Kawhi in my top 10. I don't got Kawhi in my top 10. He's still like Kawhi's playing great, but Kawhi, it's all about consistency because Paul George been having a better season this year than Kawhi Leonard. You know what I mean? Even though Kawhi Leonard been doing his thing lately. But let's just see how this turns out in the playoffs for the Clippers. Oh yeah, what do you think about Paul George's injury?
I mean, it's tough. Granted, it's a lot better than what we thought it was. I thought it was a season-ending injury when I first saw it, but that's kind of good. But just as someone that doesn't watch the Clippers, I don't know why, but I always felt like the Clippers were overrated. Like I didn't think they were this like super deep team or this crazy good team. I just never thought that from the beginning because people from the beginning of the year were saying the Clippers were title contenders if everything goes right. But not everything has never gone right for them. So it's one of those things where it's like I don't think I actually ever believed in the Clippers in the first place. Exactly. Everyone keeps getting hurt.
It's always something, man. Hey, BJ, y'all a good team, bro. I it's always something with y'all. I just hope because Kawhi Leonard do all y'all from last year and in 2021. So, y'all have enough talent. Y'all can win series without Paul George. That's nothing. Let's just hope it's all about consistency.
I think it froze. I think you froze. Oh. Hello.
She ain't on the phone. Yo, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? My phone overheated, y'all. You have to reset my phone. I have to hit up my boy Ian. Hopefully he'll be here in a minute. I just texted him. No, that guy I just added him. His name Ian. He a Celtics fan. Um, he has a big platform or whatever. He a diehard Celtic fan or whatever. He has a huge following on Instagram. He has a huge following on TikTok. He don't really have a channel, but him and his friends got like a big platform. It's called Celtics Talk Weekly. I just tapped in with them or whatever. So they said they're gonna have me on their next show. They didn't do a post game last night because they had some personal issues going on or whatever. So they're gonna reschedule. Then they say they'll let me know in the next or whatever. But yeah though, man. Yeah, Ian is known at the he is known at the he's known at the TD Garden or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Celtic fans know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Me and him chopped it up or whatever. You know what I mean? He told me just give him a time and date. He'll pull up. Just let him know. So then So this is my first time having him on. He a Celtic fan like me. He just don't have his own YouTube show or whatever. But normally, there you go.
There it is.
Hey Ian, my phone was overheating, man. I couldn't do anything.
That's okay. I'm not gonna lie. I do have to head out in a little bit because I do gotta go do something.
It's all good. One more question. Another question. Do you see us beating Milwaukee we played them on the 30th, I believe.
If everyone's fully healthy, like for the Celtics, I think they beat Milwaukee. It just depends on if Milwaukee's fully healthy, because Milwaukee fans have been talking about it for a whole year now, talking about how they would have beaten us last year if they had Middleton. Well, if Middleton's playing, then we'll have to see.
Yeah. And we all know Brook Lopez and Giannis can't guard Tatum and Brown on ball. We all know that. That's why they all just sit underneath the paint. They play team defense and they just meet them at the rim. You get what I mean?
Yep.
But nobody want to admit that. Why every time Giannis have a meltdown, it's always an excuse. But when Tatum have a meltdown, oh, he's trash or he's mediocre. They keep calling him baby boy.
I don't know. People just love to hate Tatum. Well,
damn, bro, we both got bad service.
crazy.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Ian, can you hear me?
Yep, now I can.
Can you hear me, Ian?
Yep, I can.
No. I had bad service or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, no. What I was saying was, that I was talking about the Bucks. I was saying we all know the only perimeter player the only perimeter defender on the Bucks that gives us problems is Drew Holiday. That's about it. But all we gotta do is just move the ball around, switch, set hard screens. You get what I'm saying? And then we just gotta make the correct entry pass. You get what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like we just gotta do backdoor cuts because the Bucks, they're one of the worst teams at defending the perimeter and the mid range. But they're like second at defending the mid range because teams are be afraid to shoot at them because they're so damn huge, they're so damn tall. You know. But yeah, but what I was gonna say, Giannis pretty much got 2 defensive player of the year candidates on his team, Drew Holiday and Brick Lopez. I don't know if they're the candidates, but they've been playing like it, you know what I mean? So they definitely gonna make a defensive team this year for sure. But yeah though, man, like I was saying though, man, if we could neutral if we could okay, I know Giannis gonna get his because it's gonna be hard because he a big ass dude. He's 7 foot, so it's gonna be hard to keep him under 20 points. You know what I mean? So if we keep him under 20 points, we'll be lucky. All we gotta do is just basically contain Drew Holiday and Lopez because those guys are hot from the 3-point line and they're elite defenders. So we gotta Brick Lopez one of the best shot blockers and Giannis too. So we just gotta figure that out. They're not hard to beat. They're beatable. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, see, we have one of the most well-balanced rosters in the league because a lot of teams don't have anybody to guard Giannis like coming off their bench. You get what I'm saying? We got a lot of wings. We got Brown, Tatum, Smart. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't think that Smart could guard 1 through 5. Like I'm not saying he could guard 5 full time. But when Smart goes against centers, he holds his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Holiday may be a more disciplined defender than Smart, but he's not. He can't guard 1 through 5 like Smart can. You know what I'm saying? Like Holiday is. You know what I'm saying? Like Smart is taller, physical. You know what I'm saying? And he's more longer. You know what I mean? Like Smart is like could guard the paint better than Holiday. Holiday is not that good at guarding the paint. Holiday is great at making people taking bad shots, turning the ball over, you know what I'm saying? And he make it difficult for them to get the pass off. In the paint, Holiday's not that good at guarding the paint if you really think about it. Because Jaylen Brown and Tatum can run right by them. All they gotta do is not take 5 to 10 dribbles. At least keep it on 3. At least keep it 2 to 3 dribbles. 2 to 5 dribbles. Because I remember in basketball practice, they used to be like, try to lay the ball up, you need to do 2 dribbles. How the hell you do that from half court? You know how hard that is? You know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of scorers though. We just need another center because we're real thin at the center position. But yeah though, man, I'm not afraid of Javon Carter. I'm not afraid of Grayson Allen because I know Grayson Allen can't get hot behind the 3-point line. But we all know Grayson Allen is not gonna keep up with Brogdon, White, Smart. Cause Smart be running past dudes. Smart be getting rebounds. You know what I'm saying? So when Smart take less than 6 shots, we play a lot better. When Smart be try to take 10 threes and get careless and go 3 for 10 from the 3-point line, that's like, then Smart, what are you doing? And then it's like he be shooting his shot selection. He be shooting contested threes, and he be like, dude, what are you doing? You don't need to do that. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be the floor general. Like, why do you think Smart went away from? Remember, I think he did used to lead the league in assists. Remember, he was averaging about 8 to 10 assists a game. And then it went down because he wanted to score more. And it's like, damn, Smart. It's like Smart will go to his old ways. Like he do good shit a few plays, and then he go back to doing dumb shit. And then it's like he unplayable. And then it's like Mazzulla, he's so damn stupid. He don't want to put Derek White in the 4th quarter. Why you? And then if Tatum played bad, sit his ass down, go play Sam Hauser or Grant Williams. That's all you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you think? I wanted to say is like. Yeah, what do you think about Marcus Smart?
I mean, I love Smart. I think he's one of their, he's their guy. He's been the glue guy for all these years. Sometimes, it can be kind of rough watching, but overall, I think Smart is still, one of the best players on the team. He's still important to the team. His shot selection at times was kind of, it's kind of off sometimes, but you definitely think that at least as of recently, especially last night, he didn't take almost any shots. And
he only took 3 shots. He was 2 for 3.
He had 9 assists. He played really well facilitating.
He had 3 steals. and like 5
I'm
rebounds.
saying maybe he's back. Maybe he's back because in the beginning of the year, before he
He
got
can play
injured,
make.
facts, before he got injured, people were considering him for an all-star. That's how good he was playing. So,
Oh, I didn't know that part.
yeah, like before he got injured, like he was playing so well.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ever since he came back, it's like he'll do good. Next thing you know, he went back to 2021 Marcus Smart, 2020
Yeah.
Marcus Smart. Like what the hell, dude? You don't need to do all that. What I was gonna say, I ain't gonna lie, I like Malcolm Brogdon. How many years he got left with us?
I think he still has like 3 or 4 more years on his contract.
Because I
Like
remember
2 or
he signed
3
that
years.
contract with Indiana, so I don't know the details. And then
Yeah,
Gallinari got 1 more year with us.
Yeah, I don't remember how much he has left.
What do you? So do you think Gallinari's returning, man? Because I've been seeing that on the Celtics. I forgot the name of that shit. It was on YouTube, and then I seen it on Celtics Insider because he did a little.
Yeah, I mean he might maybe come back at the end of the year. I don't think he plays at all in the playoffs, but he might come back. I mean, it would be cool to see him come back, even because he missed pretty much the entire season.
I'll send his ass to the G League. That's the only way we get him ready, right?
Yeah, I mean he'll probably
and then have him play a few NBA games.
Yeah, I mean I could see it happening. Just
because
depending
they did that
on
with Klay
if
Thompson.
he's ready.
You could do that. Yeah, they did that with Klay Thompson and Wiseman.
If he's ready, then I think that would be cool. It would be cool to see him back on the team, at least just for a little bit, just because he was supposed to play all year and he just didn't. So it would be cool to see though, because I feel like he's had a rough start to his Celtics career.
Yeah. What I was gonna say. What do you think about Joe Mazzulla as a coach? Because I don't like him. He don't know his rotations be off. He don't know how to coach. To me, he's not built for the head coach position. I felt like if we would have had somebody like, because that was wrong how they did Ime. You get what I'm saying? Because that wasn't basketball related. You know what I mean? I liked Ime. You know what I mean? I vouch for him. If we have somebody like Mike Malone, Brett Brown, you might not like Brett Brown, but I think he's a good coach. It's just I think Philadelphia Sixers is cursed too. They can't get out the second round. It's just weird. But if we had somebody like, okay, I know Steve Kerr been trash this year, but if we at least have somebody like Steve Kerr where we run a real offense, his rotations be right, he know how to get his superstar open, stuff like that. Know how to use a small ball lineup properly. I'm tired. Like I don't like running like Mazzulla be running that dumb small ball. Like I noticed that he'll try to run Grant Williams at the 5 and Tatum at the 3. And, I don't like that shit, man. We need a legit center, bro. And then we don't get rebounds.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like when Al Horford is not playing when he get a DNP and we got Muscala and what's that guy name? Cornette, and then it's Grant Williams playing the 5. And then Blake Griffin sometimes don't play. Like, what do you think about that?
Honestly, I don't hate Joe Mazzulla that much. I think I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt because, I mean, let's be honest here, he wasn't even supposed to be the head coach at the beginning of the year. They kind of threw him into it. And, I mean, for, like, pretty much the first, 48 games or whatever, he led the Celtics to being one of the best teams in basketball. I think just as teams struggle, Joe Mazzulla is going to have his moments. I mean, he's only 34 too. Like he's super young.
Yeah.
I think it's just growing pains. I mean, it sucks because we're kind of like in this championship window of like right now we need to win a ring. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, he's still a first-time head coach. He's still trying to figure out everything. And I mean, I think it's I'm not saying it's too early to judge him, but I think we have to see what he does in the playoffs to get like a real, have like a real opinion on him. Because like the regular season is cool and all, but it's the playoffs that matter most. So,
so crazy. What I was gonna say, he's decent. Like Mazzulla is a role coach, meaning like, you know how You know how Tyronn Lue was a role player, and he won a
Yeah.
championship with LeBron. Like he got and when LeBron left, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So, like Mazzulla is a role coach. You get what I'm saying? Like meaning like he gets carried by the other coaching staff and the players. You get what I'm saying? So he go as far as the players take him, not as he coach. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, Mazzulla, he's not built for head coach. I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I would have taken Brad. Brad, bring your ass down from the podium or whatever the hell you at for the Bucks. I'll be our coach, Brad. I guarantee. If Brad was running our offense, I guarantee it we would have still been in 1 seed. I can promise you that. Even
Yeah,
though
I
Brad
mean,
pissed me off, at least Brad knew how to coach. At least Brad knew how to scheme up against teams. At least Brad knew what he was doing because Brad had a lot of injuries and he worked with a bunch of rookies and second-year players. You get what I'm saying? And the
yeah, I get
Celtics
it.
haven't had a real center since KG and Perk. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rob ain't reliable. So I just hope he don't get hurt again. But like I was saying though, like I feel like if we had a real head coach, a real coach who had coaching experience, somebody like Jack Vaughn or Quinn Snyder or Mike Malone or I like Doc Rivers. I don't know how you feel about him. I like Doc Rivers. We just got hella old and you know what I'm saying, the injury. You know how that go. But I never wanted Doc fired. But if we had somebody like Doc Rivers, I guarantee you it would have been better.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't really have like an opinion on Joe Mazzulla yet. I think the playoffs. I'm like I haven't had like a really strong opinion about the Celtics team the whole season because I think the playoffs are the thing that matters the most. If they don't win it, like I think it's just the way they lose. Like if they lose in 7 to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Bucks, and it's like a close game, and it just happens to just not work out. Okay, I guess I won't be as angry. If they lose in the finals, I mean, yeah, it's gonna suck, but at least you made the finals again.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just it just depends. I think there's just too much variables going into the playoffs right now. I just
We
have to
gave him
see
that
what they do
extension
in the
too early.
playoffs.
We gave him that extension too early and he hasn't proven nothing. That's what I didn't like about it.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I think it's just one of those things where it's like we just kind of have to wait and see what happens in the
Right.
because I'm not saying it doesn't matter because there have been times where Joe has kind of like confused me with like either his rotation or not calling a timeout whenever or just like stuff like that. But I feel like any coach can make a mistake like that sometimes. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just like not too hard on Missoula right now, but like I said, I just want to see what he does in the playoffs. And actually, I do kind of have to run. Like I do have to
It's
go.
all good.
But
Appreciate you for pulling up and tell them where they can find you
at. So you can find me on TikTok. My username is Inangelo. It's basically first letter, my first name, and then my last name. You can also find me on the post-game show or podcast of Celtics Talk Weekly. That's my podcast. I run that with Celtics Rising, Justin, and Rao Haytan. And yeah, that's pretty much the best place you can find me.
Right. Okay, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up. Appreciate you for pulling up, Ian. You know what I'm saying? It was nice talking to you. Looking to do more work with you, man.
Definitely. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna stay in touch with you on Instagram or whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Peace.